So this is my tripod. And last time I'm using this like this to shoot all my overhead videos. As you can see, there's so many disadvantages of this. There's so many shadows appearing and it takes too much space on the table. And today we'll be addressing those issues by making an overhead video tripod attachment. So let's open Fusion 360 and we'll sketch a circle that is 45mm in diameter, and we need to extrude this to 7mm. Then we need to sketch again on top another circle that is about 40mm. Then we need to extrude this at about 50mm. So this is our base model, and we need to make a hole at the center. This is for the 25mm pipe to go in. Then we need to center this a bit, just making sure anything is okay, and then we change the diameter to 25mm, same diameter as the pipe that we'll be using. Then click OK. Then the next thing that we need to do is to make a gap at the center so that we can tighten the pipe later on. So we sketch a line here and then we offset this to 1mm. And then we need to offset that one again by -1mm. Then we need to make a rectangle on top of that. Then we need to finish sketch. Then we need to extrude this for us to subtract some and this is okay. Then we need to extrude out this one again so the gap will be through the model. Okay, the gap is finished. The next thing that we need to do is to subtract some of the edges so that we can minimize printing materials. So I just sketch a trapezoid. No, that's not a trapezoid. That's just anything. I don't know what it's called. Then from the sketch, we need to extrude that to subtract to our model. Then we need to do that one again on the left side. And then from here we need to put a hole on the top. This is used to put the bolt M5 25mm bolt later on to tighten the 25mm pipe. Just we need to center that a bit, and that's finished. And the last thing that we need to do is to make a threaded hole at the bottom of it. This is to attach on the tripod. This circle will be around 9.2mm. Then we need to extrude in that circle about 10mm. Then we need to put a thread on it. I think that this is okay. Just to check some the things, click OK, and then the first attachment is finished. And we just need to save this into our project files, and then later on we need to export this into an STL file. Then we just need to wait. Once it's done, we need to open this in Cura. So here is our model, and I need to do some adjustments on the Cura first before I can save this. Then save this to my flash drive, and let's print this. And the next thing we need to do in Fusion is to do the attachment for the 25mm pipe. So we need to sketch a circle that is 23.3mm in diameter, and then we need to extrude this at about 30mm, and then on top of that we need to sketch another circle that is 43.8mm. Then the next thing we need to do is to extrude this into 7mm, both of the circles. Then of course we need to make a screw on top of that. That is 9.2mm, and extrude this to about 8mm. This will be the screw that will be attached to the tripod head, and we need to create a thread for that. And this is the pipe attachment to the tripod head, and we need to make another model again that will be at the end of the pipe. So we sketch a 23.3 diameter circle, and then we need to extrude this another one to 30mm, and then on top of that cylinder will be sketching at around 25mm. Of course we need to extrude this again to 7mm. And then at the end of it we need to do another circle that is 5mm in diameter, or 6mm in diameter, and then extrude this at about 5mm. Then we need to put a hole on this, because this will be used to hook something when you're using DSLR camera, especially when it's too heavy for the tripod to carry. So we just need to center that a bit, and if it's everything okay, that's okay. And this is the finished attachment. This is for the pipe attachment, and then we need to just save this, and again we need to export this into a STL file. And then after that we open this in Cura and made some adjustments, and then print this again. The printing is finished, and these are the things that we need for this project. First one is a 25mm stainless steel pipe that is 375mm long. The second one will be the printed knob with M5 nut inside. And of course all these items that you can see here will be available in Thingiverse, so I will put the link on the description below. Next will be the overhead video tripod attachment with M5 by 25mm bolt attached to it. And of course there's this threaded hole that is 9.2mm in size that will be attached later on a tripod. The next item will be the tripod head attachment to the pipe. This will be attached at the end of the pipe to be attached for the tripod head. Next is the 25mm pipe rear attachment. This will be attached at the end part of this pipe, which, so you can see, there will be a hole there that will put a rope or a hook for you to use when the DSLR is heavy. So now it comes to this part where you will see how I will assemble this project. First we need to take out this tripod head. Then of course we put the first attachment, and then after that we need to put the bolt with the knob. And then we need to assemble the pipe assembly. We need to put the rear attachment first. This will be quite tight, so you need to push it a little bit harder. And the top attachment for the tripod head. The assembly is finished, and we need to attach this onto our tripod, as you can see here. Then we need to attach also the tripod head, and all that's left to do is to attach your DSLR at the end of it. But when you attach the DSLR, the tripod will fall down as it is not balanced. As I don't have a counterweight for this at the moment, I'll just balance this at the center But if you want to extend this more, you can put a counterweight at the bottom of the tripod, or you put a rope and a hook at the end of the pipe. So now this is the finished project, and I will be using this for most of my overhead videos in presenting all the designs that I will be making in the future in my YouTube channel, and I hope you like it. And that's it for this week, guys, and I hope you find this video useful, and if you like it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for you to be notified every time I upload new videos. And of course, if you have comments or suggestions, don't be shy to ask in the comment section below. See you guys next week. As always, keep creating. Cheers!